Hello, my lovely, beautiful soul. I am feeling great today. I didn't feel great, um, I think about 2 hours ago or an hour ago. I don't know. Also, 8 hours ago, like at 5 a.m., I woke up and I was just stressing, girl. One, also because I had to pee, and I just don't like having to go to the toilet when I'm in a good sleep. But it kept waking me up, so I kept turning and turning to see where I can hold the pee more. But then I just woke up and I went to pee, and I couldn't sleep for, I don't know, like an hour or something. um because I was just stressing, girl. I was stressing about finances, and I was like, also, this feeling already that had for a couple of days already that arises sometimes is like my self doubt towards myself and what I'm doing. And I'm like, You look so ridiculous doing this." And in my head, I'm like, I hope people like don't find me, like people that I know and stuff. And that feeling is really annoying. I'm not gonna lie, because it's like, you believe in yourself, and and you felt it. And I keep gaslighting myself that what I saw and what my visions were and what I felt all these years already for, like, um s- how do you say that, it was like every year more and more things came for me to become the person that knows what they truly have to do. You know what I mean? And this year I was just really fucking sure, like, I was really sure, and I felt it, and I started really listening to myself more, meditating, listening to my body, knowing how to react, and like how where to put my awareness in, and whatever, like all those things. I started reading books again, and to broaden my knowledge and stuff. And it's like I felt it, I saw it, I dreamt it, so many signs everywhere, but I still am so stubborn to sometimes be like, nah. You know what I mean? Like, nah. That nay, nay, nay. Like, there's no way. And me gaslighting myself by saying that is just something that I make up in my head, that it's not true, that is just a dream, and it can never happen, and you can't, you're not skilled enough, or you can't do it, or you don't have the look, or you don't have the tools, or whatever the fuck it is. Like, no. And I realized, and what made me feel at ease more was when I started meditating and my thoughts were going everywhere. When I started to focus on my breathing, because every time I do that, when I stray away, I focus back again on my breathing. And every time I kept doing it, the more and more it just came, like it started like this. Like, those are my thoughts, and this is me, like, focusing on my breathing. It kept going like this. And then the more I started to, like, more be okay with it and stuff, and focusing more on my breathing, the more it was like slower for me to stray away on in those thoughts, until I completely just became. I was just me. I I was I am. I don't know how I can explain. It's like I was in the present moment. I was being. And it felt so good. And I started realizing, like, focusing and being present in this moment, and being grateful for the things that you have right now will solve a lot of my problems. Because I just stress a lot, and it's like you don't know what's gonna happen in even a minute from now. You know what I mean? You don't know what's gonna happen. You can predict it because you know it's a minute, but I mean, you don't know what's tomorrow. You know, you don't know what's to come. Like, why stress about this present moment, about the things that you don't have? And my things, my worries were mainly because I basically have only 10 euros in my bank account. And it was because I was just paying for, like, one huge part of it went to pay my bills, and then I just wanted to buy myself some sewing things and stuff, and that was already 40. And I did some groceries, but I did it at supermarket instead of the other, like the other supermarket that's way more cheaper. I'm sorry, I just got distracted by that shit, like, because it looks like it's not moving, but it's moving. Ugh, it's giving me like do you know what I mean? It's like it's like, do you understand what I mean? It's like, can you see it, that it's moving, but from far it doesn't look like it's moving, so I'm like, did the video stop or something, or what is happening? By the way, I just was like trippy visual. And I just put it there because I'm like, maybe you just don't want to look at my face the whole time, so you can like focus on that. But that shit is weird. Oh, it's like those are like leaves. Like, you know those jungle leaves next to the waterfalls that are like a lot? You know what I mean? That are like now I don't. Anyway, I am straying off. My point was that I only have 10 euros in my bank account, and I treated myself to to my boots. By the way, my boots are so good. Like, these, I just bought them from Zalando, but I really thought they were not gonna be like that good. But when I wore them, because I actually want like some really cool like neo rock type shoes, you know. But those, first of all, those are expensive, and um, hopefully one day I will be able to buy it without like it hurting. But I want like those types of shoes, and they're all cheap, and I kept getting like advertisements from Shein and stuff, and I'm like, I'm not gonna buy Shein shoes. Um but I bought this one, and I really always look at the thrift stores too, but nay, there's never any good. At least the ones around where I live. I think I have to go to Amsterdam or Utrecht or like some other places or some shit. But these are the shoes. They look like this, and they're like thick. They're like thick, and they're warm inside. They're fucking warm inside. Do you understand me? Do you know what that means? That I can wear it comfortably in the winter too. Because I had other shoes and other boots, but they broke and they weren't as hard as this. The other ones felt really light because they were cheap shoes. They were like 20, 25 euros or something. Um, and they weren't as heavy, and this one is heavy. This one is like, like it's sturdy. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, it's this boots. I like it personally. Personally, the only thing that threw me off a little bit is this, but that's okay. I can live with it. So yeah, that's the boots that I bought, and they were only 70 euros. You know. And what else? I bought some sewing things, and those were like 40 euros. And I bought like my actual like first grocery was like 40 euros, I think. But like on top of that, I kept buying things here and there, like little, and that like adds up because groceries are like expensive, and then if you keep buying it like per day or something, like adds up, but yesterday I spent like, it was 30 or 40, something like that, because my friend came over and I wanted to buy some snacks and stuff, and I made curry um with basmati rice, and it was really fucking good. She loved it. And she is someone that is low-key a little bit hard to please when it comes to food, so I was like really like a little bit anxious, but I was like so sure about my cooking because I've always gotten compliments about my cooking. I'm like, compliments. I always gotten compliments and stuff, but I never really truly believed in myself. And I want to like try feeding other people. So the first time I've fed other people were like obviously my family, but my 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 girlfriend's parents, they ate my I made cabrito stoba. It's like goat stew and with funchi. It's like corn, cornmeal, and it's like just search it up, funchi. FUNCABC, yeah, CHI. And they liked it. And then in when I was in Turkey, I also cooked a lot, and they kept giving me compliments. And the dad was like, "You should open a catering business." Did he say catering or restaurant? One of those two. And who else? So that gave me a lot of confidence. And my girlfriend was already the one telling me like, "You cook so fucking good. Like, you cook so good. Let's open a food truck. Let's open a food truck." But it's like, I don't know, maybe when I am so stable that I can just help people and stuff, I would open like a food truck, but as for people who need food. You know what I mean? That I'm like not cooking for profit, but cooking because I have so much already that I can just, or I have sponsors or whatever the fuck, that I can just cook my food and like donate it or something. You know what I mean? I like in a big quantity. I don't know. Maybe, why am I doubting myself? Yeah, we're gonna make that be possible. Because I really love cooking. Does it stress me a little bit when there's people in the kitchen? Yes, but I've been trying to be more secure in myself, and like secure in that I can cook and that I can make something out of nothing, because that's how we grew up, and we have to literally be creative. And I am embracing that in every form that I can. I started sewing again, with my little sewing machine there. I started sewing again, and I'm really proud of it. I'm making a little video, or like I'm gonna be making maybe about like what I flipped in a week or something. Um, and because I already did two pieces, but I didn't film the process of that one because the idea got to me later. But I think I'm gonna make something like that. It seems fun to me, so why not? And yeah, getting more creative, and like going back into my cooking. The thing is, like, I want to do so many things in like making in the oven and stuff. Like, I want to make bread and stuff, like different types of bread. I want to make my own butter and my own cheese, queso de mano. I want to make yogurt. I guess I could do that without like having a big space. But it's like I want to do those things, and I need like big pans and stuff, and I just have a tiny little kitchen, which I'm really grateful for. Um but we're aiming for that, like a big comfortable kitchen and an oven, because I really love having an oven. And I don't know why they made it a microwave, why they put a microwave in here instead of like an induction oven, an induction microwave or something, because that's what I had in the other apartment. But I could like make some things with the oven, but what was I talking about? Yeah, about that, just creativity, right? Something like that. Yeah, just me getting my creative things like cooking and stuff, sewing, um and it's like making videos and stuff. Like, this is just what I want to do, and I am making it my routine. I am making it already who I am, that I am already confident in myself, even like in every step. In every step of the way, I just believe in myself. And whenever I believe in myself, it actually turns out fucking good. You know what I mean? Um and that's the thing that is with sewing too. Like, I need a lot of patience because I started back again, and it's like it's like learning it again, and like doing it in a good way this time and stuff, and having that patience. And I kid you not, meditation has been helping me a lot with like little things, with like focusing and being present in the moment, because with sewing you really need that. And patience, girl, you need a lot of patience. So yeah, like, I'm really grateful, and this is the way that I want to live. This is literally what I want to do, is and scale up in a way where I am physically helping people, like, as in I'm like physically with them, and I'm giving them my love in a way that they deserve, and giving them resources because I am so abundant, that I can just give it all, like, I am abundant in love, and that's why I want to spread love, and I just want to give love. And this is one of the ways that I can also do it, even if it's via a screen. I can still reach people that I would never see in real life, give them love in this way, and know that we're not alone. We have each other. We have each other to help each other, guide each other, like, that's how knowledge spreads. And while doing that, also just showing who I am, like, my being me, like literally being me, and like showing you that it's fucking okay and fucking wonderful to just be you unapologetically. And yeah, that's literally all I want to do. And I really am grateful the fact that I can do that right now too. I'm really grateful, um even even though like my human mind is like, yeah, but like the money and the this and the that, like, when I take a step back and like just feel it and not judge it, everything else opens for me. So yeah, I just woke up today and realized that being in the present moment is the best moment. I think that's what I wrote here too. Being in the present, being in the now is the best moment, or something like that. I don't know. The present moment is the best moment. Yeah. Yeah, that's just literally what it was. Like, I I'm aware of all my worries. I'm aware of them. I try not to judge them or like be mad at them or start stressing or something. Um, but I am starting to be more and more grateful for the moment that I am right now, because I take things for granted. And that's also, it's literally what I wrote too. Like, um, uh, uh yeah, I felt it for many years. Like, I felt this feeling of, this is what you're supposed to do, and like, look at everything that you are able to do, and like seeing beautiful visions of me and my family, and what I'm doing and giving speeches and helping people, and like helping kids and elders and in between and everyone, just helping them in so many beautiful ways, and also being able to have the ability to travel and to do it in like a helping people type way, but also for my own pleasure, and that's just amazing. And I saw it, and I saw how many things and how big of a scale it all is. And I felt it. I literally felt it. And sometimes I just doubt myself, but that's what I meant here. And I felt it for many years, and I keep feeling that it's so close, and that sometimes I take my blessings for granted. Like me complaining. Yeah, right. It's complaining. It just sounded weird. That I don't have friends, or that I want more friends. Meanwhile, I literally have people around me that love me. Like even though I have two friends, one lives very far away from me, and the other lives close, but we don't really see each other that much. Um, but yesterday she was here, and we had a really good time, and I take those moments for granted sometimes, like being being ungrateful for the fact that I already have friends, even though I want more, like greed, taking the fact that I already have someone that is my really good friends, and we can have such great times together for granted. It's always like we want more, like I want more friends, more friends, more friends. I want more people to hang out in. I want this, and I want that, and I want a bigger house and a bigger space and bigger kitchen and more money in my bank account, like, and meanwhile we take the things that we already have for granted, like me having food, for example, and like having options, and even in that sense being creative with the things that I have, and having a roof over my head and having a bed to sleep on. And that's what I slept here, reeled here too. um like yesterday my friend came, and we had such a good time, and those things I take for granted, and I'm really grateful for these moments. I'm really grateful that I have food and even snacks. I'm grateful to have a house and a bed. I'm really grateful that I have clothes and shoes. I'm really grateful that I can make content and upload it for my community. I'm really grateful for this beautiful present moment, and I know that however impossible it seems, I'm taken care of. So yeah, like I just have to always just remind myself, and that's why I really, 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 really um enjoy also making my videos, because it's like it helps me a lot, like I we are growing together type shit, you know? So yeah, that's what I wanted to say. And yeah, the present moment is the best moment.